Hello. So these are the reasons why I keep losing and why I keep blowing accounts. So basically, before I started trading this account I funded recently now, it's a personal account, not a profile account. I've never traded profile accounts. So before I did that, I told myself that I'm going to move this $10 to $50. Then I'll use the money and buy prop firm. Understand? So as of now, I didn't follow my rules, the rules that I set to myself. I didn't follow them. I followed them, but I, in the midst of following them, I started advancing them. Like I started, like tapping one or two in it, trying to make it perfect. But it turns out that I just made matters worse. So right now, I'm going to like list the reasons why I lost 12 trades and I won only one trade. I've lost 12 trades so far for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Stop loss, stop loss, stop loss, stop loss. And only one win, and that win itself is not even up to it's not even up to 1 to 1 hour. It's not even 1 to 1 risk to reward. So let's get to the reason why I keep losing this trade. Number one, FOMO. So that FOMO should be the main thing that always causes me to enter a trade, because whenever I look at the market, let me say I'll have a bias that okay, I'm looking to buy, but within that buy I will see an opportunity to sell. If I see another block and price mitigate the other block, I start selling. The thing that always makes me to always fail in that situation is when I see a bearish candle. When I see a bearish candle or any bullish or bearish candle, any bullish or bearish candle in another block, it always makes me go against my trend. Understand me? Once I see a weak and then a bullish or bearish candle, then something in my mind goes sell, buy, and I'll forget my bias. So I need to control myself. And the other reason is that market always doesn't come back to my area. But once it takes a long time, but once it comes back, market moves. It moves from the position that I set. So that is number one, FOMO. Number two, trading bias. This trading bias could have been number one, but that's not it is. So majorly my trading bias always comes from the daily 4 hour and 2 hour, sometimes 1 hour time frame. So whatever is happening in this time frame is what I should be following. If the market is buying, then I should be buying. If the market is selling, then I should be selling. I shouldn't be doing otherwise. But I started doing otherwise. I will jump down to the lower time frame. Once I see my bias is buying, once I hop down to the lower time frame, I'll see another block that is indicating that is showing that market might start selling, and I'll enter there and I'll lose. There is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing absolutely wrong with this. It's just that I'm trading a small account and I need to be very careful of the trades that I take. Extremely careful. I shouldn't be taking risks, because there are some trades that I would take like this even before I funded this account, because this account now I've not yet had any good experience with it. So what I will say itself, just basically I fucked up. I didn't follow the rules. Understand? I didn't follow the rules. That's why I'm not doing well. So that's another one. That is trading bias. Trading bias is very important for my future self. Even for the next account I'll trade. Now, number three, time frame. Time frame also works with trading bias, but this time frame now, I think it comes into my entry. Understand? So once I analyze the market and see the market is buying or selling, my entry should be from the 15, 5, and 3 minutes time frame. This is where my entry should be. Alright, and this entry I have to see a confirmation, and that confirmation always stops me out. I don't know why. that confirmation always stops me out. Maybe it's because I always trade against the trend. Maybe that's why it always stops me out. But this time around, once I say okay, market is buying, I'll hop into the lower time frame and look for a confirmation and I enter. So that is number 3. Overthinking. So I always overthink when entering a trade. Once I see another block, or let me say liquidity sweep, and I see another block, and market mitigates the other block, I start overthinking. Is this going to buy? Is this going to sell? Should I wait for another confirmation? And once I see another confirmation, I might sometimes not hop into the trade, waiting for an extra confirmation. So this overthinking always messes with my head. And what always brings this overthinking is if I don't know if market is buying, and if I don't know if market is selling, because these are the two things that always messes up my mind. So I need to be careful this time around to avoid overthinking. I just need to pick a bias, because previously the way I build this account, if I buy on New York section, the next day I'll sell. You say in the next 3 to 4 hours I'll then buy. This is how I keep doing. If I buy GBP USD, I'll sell Euro USD. If I buy Euro USD, I'll sell GBP USD. I keep going back and forth on this, so that should stop. Understand? So the next one on the list now is my RR. So my risk to reward ratio. So looking at this thing now, like I said, I have had 12 losses and 1 win, and that 1 win wasn't up to 1 to 1 R. Why? Because I was scared. Yes, I was scared that I would blow the account, and that is one of the reasons why I trade a small account for beginners is not good. You get scared that if market go against me, this is how much I'm going to be losing, and it's going to be messing with your psychology. I've been a victim to that, and I'm still a victim, but I'll try my best to deviate from that. So that is where this risk to reward ratio comes to play. So if I set a trade, from now on I need to be thinking technical. I shouldn't be thinking emotionally. I should be thinking critically and technical. So I need to start working on risk to reward. Not one is to have, or let me say sometimes 1 is to 1. Okay, but I need to start working to 1 is to 2 and 1 is to 3, because this is a market. I'm risking this amount to get this amount. Now in a situation where I'm risking $2 for $1, is not good. And these 12 losses that I've had now, if to say that I was able to hold on to a trade, and let me say this one trade, if I was able to hold on to that one trade, I could have made back either half of the money, because the account is small. I could have made back half of the money that I lost. But still, and that trade was up to 1 is to, I think trade hit 1 is to 5 RR. So I need to work on my risk to reward ratio. Okay, so the next one is patience. So like I said before, whenever I enter it, whenever I set sometimes buy limit or sell limit, market always doesn't come back there. It takes a long time to get back there, and sometimes when it gets back there, because there's a way that you look at the candle, you'll be like, okay, this other block is not going to be respected. Now sometimes whenever market is coming to another block with that full force, with that momentum, with too much momentum, I'm not always online to see, okay, this is what is happening, I need to move this buy or sell limit, and market just smash it and then smash my stop loss threat. So another thing for this patience is I need to calm down. It's not every trade that I see I'll take. If I look at the chart for 1 hour, I will see opportunity. I know where I was seeing an opportunity, but that doesn't mean that I should take it, because I need to be following my strategies, and this have messed me up. So future me, be patient. Be patient. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. This is technical, because I've taken a lot of trades and I regret taking them because I was not patient. So I need to be patient. Journaling. So one of the reasons that I hit myself right now is because I didn't journal any of these losses that I had. Like, I told myself I'm going to be journaling the trade, but I downloaded a journaling app on my phone, and nothing pushes me to be journaling my trade there. So what I need to be doing now is to be journaling it on my Telegram. Yes, I have a Telegram channel, only me is there. If I enter a trade, I'll take a screenshot and then write the reason why I entered the trade, and I'll paste it. I'll upload it in my Telegram. Then if you hit stop loss or TP, I'll then write the reason why it hit stop loss or TP and put it under my Telegram. So that trade will be closed and complete. I think that's the next step I should be taking from now on. So, and now the reason why I'm also regretting it because I took a lot of losses. 12 losses, and there's only 3 or 4 or 5 reasons why I can remember now why I had those losses. But if to say I journaled those trades, I could have found out the reasons and found way to resolve from it. But instead, I will take a loss, I'll clean the chart, enter another trade, take a loss again, clean the chart without journaling it. So as a beginner, that is bad. And also, one of the reasons that I kept on losing is because I kept tightening my stop losses. I was trailing the trade, and the worst part is that the worst part is me trailing the trade. I'm trailing it inside stop loss. I'm not trailing it outside my entry. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I keep I keep trailing the stop loss. Let's say if the stop loss is meant to be below a week, I see the market has moved a little, I'll move it from that week into the body of the week. And once market comes back for retracement, it will just hit the board and then move back again. And that is where I get stopped out mostly. So this time around, if I want to trail a stop loss, I have to trail it outside of my entry. I need to trail it outside of my entry. If I see the market have pushed out well from my entry, I will then place my stop loss on my entry or outside of my entry. So this one is very important, especially if I don't have a TP or if my TP is open. Very important. Also, breaking even. So I need to learn how to break even because I'm trading small accounts. Because I can't handle drawdown. The small accounts cannot handle a drawdown. Even if market might draw down and select it and see it to be bullish soon, it drawing down, the potential of it hitting stop loss is 80%. Once you see a drawdown and it reaches 50% of your stop loss, the probability of it hitting the stop loss is 70 to 80%. So I need to learn that. Once I enter a trade, I'll move my stop loss to my entry, not inside my stop loss. I won't move my stop loss inside my stop loss. I'll move it to my entry. That's if I want to move it. I'll move it to my entry, or I'll move it outside of my entry. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. So that is also important to break even. And also the last one, A-plus setups. So in my trading journey like this now, last year I didn't trade as much. I didn't form my account last year. I was just on my own. I could have passed this stage last year, but no, I just kept quiet last year. So one of my friend that was trading, a guy trades with account of 10 million naira, his personal account. So whenever I see that, I'm like, damn, I messed up bad. So that's why I said I'm going to pick up from this year, to start from where I stopped. So talking about my A+ setups, I've learned a lot of strategies. A lot. I've learned trade line, to use indicators, ICT, SMC, price action, CRT, a lot. So that's why if I look at the charts, I get confused, because if I say let me use trend line to buy, SMC be telling me to sell, CRT be telling me to sell. A lot of things are in this my head whenever I'm looking at the chart, so I need to learn how to filter it out. Because throughout last year, I was training myself with SMC with trend line. That was what I was doing to train myself. So I think I need to get back to that. I need to limit the strategies that I use. They work, but I need to find the A+ setup. I know the A+ setup. I know them. I don't need to find them. I know them, but I need to start being patient enough to take them. So this video is now very long. Alright, so I'll upload it soon on YouTube. So feature me before you fund the account, or every single week. Watch this video. And also, because I'll be journaling my trades and leaving it on Telegram, what I'm going to be doing is that whenever at the end of the week I'll be taking trades, at the end of the week, Saturday, I'll make a video about my entries and I'll upload it on YouTube that same Saturday or Sunday. So that's what I'll be doing, and I'll be journaling my trades 2 times. I'll be journaling it as a test, and I'll be journaling it as a video. So I think it will help me a lot in the long run. So let me say, because this account I'm trading my $2, if I blow it, I think it will take me a month to fund the account again and then follow his rules. So feature me, stick to your rules. And anybody that's watching this video also, let this be a lesson to you, because I'm going through a lot right now. I keep staring at the chart every single day, every single minute, and it's not helping. And I use my laptop and my phone. I need to choose one, and that's going to be difficult. And I need to limit the pairs I trade. I don't even trade that much pairs now. Just Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD JPY. Yeah, I think these are the only trades that these are the only pairs I've been trading ever since, with AUD USD. So I think it's not that much, just that the USD pairs are much, and they're going to be confusing me when I'm contradicting it with TSY. But that's how it goes. Take care.